It's Thursday night. Hey guys. Hey. Hello. Thursday night is here. Thursday night always reminds me that we are so much closer to the weekend. Hey girl, hey.
Hey boo.
So I always look forward to Thursday nights, just not just because of Yoga Girlfriends, but it's like the weekend is almost here. Hey y'all. Hey.
Weekend is almost here.
Yes.
I'm excited about it, especially since the world's opening up a little bit more.
I know, right? And I'm still trying to work these braids. I'm not even gonna tell y'all. I think I told y'all last week or the week before last. This is my first time having braids. So this little bun that I got going on tonight on top of my head. Listen, I feel like I'm getting ready to topple over. I'm new to this. Not true to it. I'm new to it. Hey y'all. Hey. Y'all ready for tonight? Got your glasses. Hey Cheryl. Hey Adrian. Hey Shantae and Janae and Amber. Hey guys. Hey girls. We joined a little late, so we're gonna get started a little early. Isn't that how that go? We joined a little late, get started a little early.
I'm down for whatever.
So we are
Yoga Girlfriends.
This is episode 39 of Yoga Girlfriends. So next week is our last episode for season 4 of Yoga Girlfriends. I cannot believe we have like 40 episodes in 4 seasons. Isn't that crazy?
We got a lot to talk about.
We've had a lot to talk about. Okay. My goodness.
We still got more too.
And we still have more to talk about.
Because we just talking about dating, but we ain't gotten into the fashion and travel and eating and restaurants and
and just the lifestyle.
Yeah,
right?
the lifestyle of the bougie baddie.
Hello?
No,
Because listen, we don't do fashion blogging and style blogging. We are a whole lifestyle. Be clear. Okay?
Sure.
We just don't show up in cute clothes.
No.
It's a lifestyle.
It's
a lifestyle.
It's a whole.
Be clear.
Yeah, it's not external.
Okay.
It's definitely.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
No shade.
Oh
no
goodness,
shade.
it's all shade. That was all shade. Okay.
Anyway, okay. So you want to kick it off tonight's topic?
I guess. All right. So Chanel and I was talking, and being in a pandemic, we've heard a lot about people being locked in and decide they want to get a divorce.
Ooh.
And they're like, look, I done figured my partner out and I'm over them. And some people like, I'm not quite over them, but now being locked in, it made me realize that my relationship really isn't where I thought it was. And should I leave? Should I stay? What can I do to rehabilitate this situation? What could I do to rejuvenate?
Or is it worth rejuvenating?
There it is. And is it worth rejuvenating and pumping it up?
Right.
Because you jump from one person and you could be presented with the same relationship issues,
obstacles and challenges
with somebody else.
So do we just throw it away,
or do we figure out,
or do we give it a makeover,
or even if the person is even open to being rejuvenated, because they may be stuck and stagnant and like, okay, I like the old Chanel, I like the old Shahara, and how things just got to this plateau, and I'm happy. I don't need no extra. Read all about it, and I'm good. But you like, boo, this ain't working for me. I can't do this forever, ever, never, ever. No.
Yeah.
And no.
Yeah.
So what happens with your relationship? Because everything in life becomes stagnant.
It can become stagnant. So what do we do? I think the question I posed was,
life can become stagnant.
Yes, it can.
Mundane.
Yes, it can. So
since we're talking about the relationship part.
Yeah. So what do we do in relationships to not keep it stale and keep it fresh and thriving and alive?
So you've been married,
vibrant.
You've been married and I admire this, and I'm giving you a kudos for you and your husband.
Thank you.
So you've been married for how long? You and your husband have been together for how long?
Oh, we've been together since 2008, and we've been married. It will be 10 years next year.
Oh, 10 years! That time has flown.
10 years.
Okay, so tell me, for 10 years, you've been with the same guy, and I'm sure
actually
you guys...
longer than that.
Okay.
I mean, we dated since 2008, so it's more like 13, 14 years, something like that. 13,
yes,
14.
I agree, Cheryl. So what can you say in your 10 years? Because it's definitely transition from different stages, because you were dating and then you became a wife and then you became a mother. And so it definitely changes the dynamics of the relationship. So what have you done to keep your relationship fresh, keep it from falling between the cracks and getting stale and stagnant? What do you do?
Okay, so let me start here.
Okay.
First, I married a man that I really like. Ooh. So that's number one. You know, like, people get married and they're like all happy in love, and some get married quickly and they're still like in the honeymoon phase. So everything is sunshine and lollipops and butterflies and, you know, whatever. So because I feel like, and this is just speaking for myself, because I feel like we took our time in dating and quote unquote courting each other. We did that over a course of 4 years. We got married the 4th year, let me back up. We dated for 2 years. We got married. We got engaged the 3rd year and got married the 4th year. So I feel like in the 4-year time span that we spent together before we got married, because we got married at the end of the 4th year, I think we had the opportunity to really get to know each other, right? So I think time, and I know this is a debatable topic, because some people feel like when you know, you don't have to wait 4 years and 5 years, like you just get married and whatever.
I got a lesson for everybody.
Yeah, and I feel like when you get to a certain age, you don't have to wait these 3 and 4 years, you know, because you're like mature and you're ripe and you're ready, and you know, like, who got 10 years to date somebody and just be together? Like, not when you're 40 and 50, like, but when you're like in your 30s, you have time to explore each other and experience things together. And, you know, so anyway, going back to my story. So I feel like I really got the opportunity to say, hey, I really like this guy. Not just love him, you know. Like, I really like him just as a human being, you know. So I feel like because I genuinely liked him, that has been something that has sustained us over a course of time. Because even when I get upset with him or get mad or whatever, because I genuinely like him as a person, I'm like, he probably didn't even mean it, you know. And then he'll do something to be like, you know, I was genuinely sorry and I didn't mean it that way, I meant it this way. Or, you know, like, because he is genuinely a nice person. Everybody that knows my husband knows that he is like really
a sweet guy,
nice guy.
I call him a gentle giant because he's a big guy.
He's a big guy. Well, not like big,
but like tall and like statuesque,
very
like goddess.
Yeah. Not goddess.
He's like Zeus. Like, he's like Zeus, the goddess.
He's not.
He's like tall and all like solid and stuff.
I mean,
like the Green Mile Man. What's the Green Mile Man? Okay. Cheryl made a good point. She said, she asked a question to you. She said, did y'all live together first? I think that helps.
Okay, let me back up. Let me get to Adrian's comment. I'm gonna finish. Let's see. It says, exactly. I've been with my husband 20 years since I was 21, but we were friends and genuinely like each other. Yes. Cheryl says, did y'all live together first? I think that helps with deciding. Okay. So here's the thing about living together. So we are both Christians. And I'm sorry, my sister told me I'm not all the way in the camera.
No, she's not. I don't need the half face.
So we are Christians, and so we both were raised like, you're not supposed to live together before you get married. Like, that is just like a total no-no. No shacking, none of that.
There's
right?
A lot of stuff you're supposed to do before marriage.
Okay, but so look, okay, we pick and choose, but that was one of the main things. Like, that's a no-no, right? Okay. So we definitely debated about whether or not we should do that. And we decided to quasi not do it. So when we were dating, we were not living together. But when we got engaged, we moved in together. Because we had 9 months from the moment we got engaged to our wedding. So we moved in together for 9 months before we actually got married. So I will say that I think living together does help, because you get to really, 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 really see a person day in and day out.
So,
like,
so let me ask you a
waking
question.
up to going to bed.
Yeah,
and
so spending the night over their houses is not the same as living in. Because I mean, some people debate that too. Like, I stay over his house all the time. I stay over her house all the time. So it's almost like living together. So I don't think
it's great that you spend that time together like that, but to actually pay bills together, right? To actually feed each other, like what we gonna eat tonight for dinner, take care of each other. Like when somebody is sick, you're there when they coughing at 3 a.m. You're there when they,
Can't go nowhere.
You're actually sharing space and, bathrooms and
argument.
Like,
you can't leave
argument.
the house.
Yeah.
I mean, you can, but
so it's definitely different living with each other. Like you really get to walk in that married life somewhat, because you're just there. You're that person's person, right? Their partner. So, I mean, we did it for 9 months, and I was like, okay, I can do this for 9 months. Then we good to go. And we did it for 9 months, and it was easy breezy. I swear, when we moved in together, it was seamless. Like I just felt like. I mean, not only because I liked him, but I think we just did really well cohabitating. Like, we did very well, And all of the stigmas around, like, why you shouldn't live together because
before marriage,
you shouldn't be having sex and all this other stuff if you're about that Christian life, We ain't do nothing. For 9 months, we ain't do nothing. We prayed to Jesus. We talked to the pastor down at the church, and the pastor was like, it's not about shacking. It's not about living together. That's the issue. The issue is what comes with living together, because the flesh is weak and you will be
y'all
more
was kind of like roommates.
We
were in the same room.
We were roommates that slept in the same bed, but we did not do anything for 9 months. So I swear.
What does anything mean?
Anything. We didn't have
sexual.
No, we didn't do anything.
All right,
for 9 months. Like we committed to each other that we wouldn't do anything for 9 months, and we prayed to Jesus and committed to God that we would not do anything until we got married, especially since we were living together. So that was our way of honoring our religion, our faith, and our commitment to God and each other. Like, we're going to do this, we're going to do it the right way, at least as best as possible.
Okay, Mr. Valentine made a point.
Okay. But I feel like you got in a secure relationship during a time before technology took off and social media was a thing. I agree. Because I remember getting on Instagram, right?
Instagram had just started when you guys.
Instagram just started when we got married. And I remember getting on Instagram, and one of my first pictures I posted was like us getting married. So yeah, Instagram was just taking off, but Facebook was around. Facebook for sure was around.
But Facebook is nothing like Instagram.
We weren't on Facebook.
Yeah, it's on a whole nother level now.
We weren't on Facebook. Let's see. That's a solid point, Valentine. Amber, did you get sainthood at the 10th month? Sainthood?
Thank you, Amber.
What does that mean?
Meaning you became a saint after all the freaky diggy wiggy wiggy, and then like after 10th month of you being in the house together, shacking up.
We were married by then.
Okay.
We were married the 10th month we got married. So I wasn't a saint then.
So Kim says, please unpack this. Why does everyone say this? Say what?
Please unpack this. Why does everyone say this? Say what, Kim? Tell us what you saying. Why does everybody say what? Like, don't live together before marriage? Let us know what you saying. What is difficult? What was it difficult going from humping to not humping?
Come on over for this one, sister, because you over here in a side view.
So you gotta understand something, right? You gotta understand something that. She said, I guess the praying helps. Okay, you got to understand something. We were together from 2008 to 2011. 9, 10, 11. So that was 3 years, right, of us being together and like dating each other and exclusively together, right? So all of the mystery, the mystique, all the sunshine and lollipops and dipping and doing it.
You already knew what it was.
Baby.
It was like, I could hold on.
We dipped and dipped in and dipped out. Like it was nothing for us. It really wasn't.
It's like, okay.
Like I think what was more important to us is the commitment that we wanted to honor to God, which was we weren't going to do
and cover your marriage.
Yeah, we weren't going to do like we knew we messed up, but they say it's never too late to get it right, and so we was like, we gonna get it right. So the misconception I think about living together again before marriage is the whole sex piece, because there are male and female roommates every day, all day, and they're not intimate with each other, right? They may not sleep in the same bed, but they live in the same house, and cohabitation is cohabitation, whether you're in the bed or in the same house. So that's just how we viewed it. And we literally honored each other in our desire and our commitments to not be intimate with each other until we got married. And so that was just our way of doing it. And we did it for 9 months. Swear to God. God knows. He gonna be like, yeah, y'all did that. We did.
No, you were supposed to do that from the jump.
We were, but I mean, it's never too late to get it right.
Okay. All right, so Chanel.
And we still riding out.
All right, so what were some things that what do you do now to keep your relationship?
Hold on, let me see if Kim answered my question.
She was talking about social media. How did you do that before? Like, she wanted to unpack. Like,
social media. She
got
wanted
into a relationship before social media. That's what Kim was asking.
She want to unpack that?
Yes. Like, getting into a relationship before social media and people being involved in your relationship. And I could address that because it's all about your person and how social they are. And I think now that's incorporated into relationships. It wasn't before, but now when you're dating somebody, you're looking at like, okay, how social are you on social media?
Yeah.
Because for me, I don't judge like if you post that you in a relationship. I don't judge because him and I are not social media people.
Yeah.
So I'm not like, oh, you didn't post that you have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
I'm not that guy person and he's not that guy.
Yeah.
So I'm not like really holding a measuring stick to him now. If we started dating and I saw that he was posting all the time where he at, what he eating, and he's one of those type of guys, but then he's not posting me, then that's a problem.
Yeah.
But if you weren't posting me at all, or your family members, or anything that you were doing prior, and you're kind of like me, because I'm a quasi-poster, then I'm not tripping off the fact that you ain't posting that you in a relationship, because I'm the same guy daggone way.
Kim says, why does everyone act like it's hard to be in a relationship with social media?
The person.
If so, I'm curious how you all turned it off once you got engaged. Okay, so let me go back to Kim's question. I think because the accessibility of it all, right? I think social media makes people super, super accessible. Whereas before social media, like if I met Tyrone down at the grocery store and we exchanged numbers and we started dating, he may have met Keisha at the mall the other day prior, but outside of that, like the accessibility to Tyrone is minimal.
First of all, her husband doesn't even have social media, so that was another thing.
No.
You have it, but he doesn't. He's not on it.
No.
He was never on it.
No, right. It was never a desire of his to be on social media. I was on Facebook, I was on Instagram, but he never had a desire to be on social media. But I feel like the issue with social media is the accessibility to people and how people are able to communicate, flirt,
slide in DMs.
Just anything.
Be creative about
when in a typical environment, you wouldn't have that type of accessibility and boldness to do some of the things that people do on social media, because you're hiding behind a phone or a computer and you can send something real salacious or slick. You can like a picture,
and the liking going back and forth.
Yeah. It's like, it's the accessibility for me. Yeah.
Valentine wants to come on.
Okay. Hold on, Valentine. People don't even say they're in a relationship.
But it depends on the person, because I mean, if you know me and you're in my close circle, you know what it is. I don't feel like I need to do all the extra. And my guy, he's like that too. Like, if you know me, and we know how to shut it on it all. That's even like when you go out in the streets. People, if you're not in a relationship, if you're not married and you're wearing a ring, people don't know if you're in a relationship. And I guess we carry it that same way. So it's not like, and we have trust in each other, because if you're going to do something, you're going to do it regardless if you got social media or not. You just going to do it.
I know, but the temptation is much greater.
It is
because
much greater.
The accessibility is there. Like, anybody is accessible.
At midnight, just slide through them DMs. Just slide through the DMs.
Yeah.
You just scrolling like that.
When you get upset, you can finally go on Keisha page and like it.
You know what?
Send her a DM,
slide her this DM.
Whatever. Where before social media, if you got upset, you just go and take a ride somewhere or go downstairs and watch TV. But nobody was in your face to be like, what you trying to do?
At midnight.
Because Keisha up there acting up. What you trying to do?
At midnight.
You trying
it's accessible. You can hit that up and she's
it's the
like,
accessibility of it.
And you're right, Kim. If you're going to cheat, you're going to cheat regardless of the case. Social media or not.
It does, Cheryl. I think that invites unwanted attention. It does.
It's all about self-control. Like, where you at?
Oh, Bree Bumblebee is not letting this go. Okay, hold on, Bree. I'm still curious how you both stopped having sex once you got engaged. What steps did you take, etc.? Okay, so it honestly was not difficult. I don't know. He and I had a conversation about our faith and our religion and how we got some side eyes about us living together, okay, from family. I'll just say that. And so he and I had a conversation about it. It was something that we wanted to do because y'all know how it go. Somebody's in an apartment, their lease getting ready to end. Why renew it for another year? We about to get married. I had my own house. You know, he had his own place. It just didn't make sense. You know, that whole conversation. So it was something that we decided to do that was for the best, you know, for the both of us, right? Financially, because we had to pay for a wedding and it didn't make sense for this one to be over here paying rent, this one to be over here paying mortgage, when we could have just saved that money, knocked this wedding out. So it had a lot to do with financial stuff too. But as far as the sex is concerned, like I said, because we already knew each other in that way, like knew each other in that way, like we had taken trips. He proposed to me. He took me to Paris the year that he proposed to me. So we literally like explored the world, each other. Like it was just nothing to turn it off for 9 months. It really wasn't. Like we prayed about it. It wasn't like every night we was on our knees like, thank Jesus, please.
It was just like, a mental thing that y'all was like, we done.
It wasn't that deep for us.
We already did what we need to do. We gonna do this for the Lord and to cover our marriage moving forward.
The curiosity was killed at that point. Like we already knew each other like in and out, right? So it was nothing for us to just be like, let's just hope for 9 months. And especially if it's something that you genuinely want to do and you are very intentional about it, you can do anything that your mind is set on. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, 9 months do go quick. So.
Yeah. And honestly, here's the real tea, Bree. Here's the real tea. Just having him beside me at night in the bed, just feeling his body there. You know, we didn't have intercourse, but we definitely cuddled. We definitely kissed.
Boom.
We definitely held hands. I mean, we did all the intimate things. And sometimes, I don't know, I think we had a conversation about this before, about how sex is great, but intimacy is better.
Mm-hmm.
That, I'm trying to tell you, girl, get you a man that's about the intimacy, honey.
Absolutely.
Because, ooh, child, it'll take you to another level.
Way better.
I'm trying to tell you. So it really wasn't that difficult. Let me go back up. Amber says, if your man is embarrassing you on social media, he's embarrassing you